Hey, good morning. Welcome to BKP Politics. I'm your host, BKP, and welcome. So much we have to do today. You know, the rally in Iowa, is this doing the Donald Trump? Is this Willie having the new dance? Doing the Donald Trump, right? Doing the Donald Trump. I'm telling you, it seems like it was just yesterday. He was infected with COVID 19, and the media was wondering what his oxygen level. We're standing outside Walter Reed Hospital. The doc, what's his oxygen level? Tell us the truth. Did you put him on oxygen? What's going on, doc? Will he live? So the doctor says, I don't know, but I can tell you what, since the president's been in here, we all learned a new dance. We call it the Donald Trump. Oh my God. I tell you what, it cracks me up. I watch these people. I do. I watch press conferences. Now, I can't tell you I watch all of the rallies. Sometimes I have some, God forbid, Trump fans out there, or voters, or supporters, whatever you want to be called. I have some other things to do, but I do make sure I watch press conferences when the president holds a press conference and things like that. I watch that because I want to see what the media says. But it seems like it was just yesterday that Trump was dying of COVID-19. And now the dude is dancing a YMCA, and he's out in Iowa in the middle of, if you land it, they will come, Donald. If you land Air Force One in the cornfield, they will come. If you land it, they will come. The media can't take it. There's 15,000, 14,000, 20. There's 150,000 watching live stream, 120,000. They can't take it. Biden went for the bunker. Nothing like a bad day. I would say this as a parent, you just don't want to get the picture of your son nursing a crack pipe while sleeping. I'm sorry. Is that funny? Hell yeah, it's funny. I'm sorry. I mean, look. Give me number, if it's ready, number 7. Emily's working on some things for us today. If it's ready, give us number 7 here. Nothing like a picture being exposed of your son just snuggled up with his crack pipe at night. I understand. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, when you get it ready, Emily. We had a couple of things we had to do this morning to get the show ready. So she's working on some things there in the studio. She'll have all of these up and ready. Something else we're going to cover today. Kelly Loeffler. Is it Loeffler or Loeffler? Oh, who gives a rat's ass what it is, okay? Princess. I'm sorry. This is going to be one of those days. Does Jeffrey have to call her Princess? I'm just wondering. See if I got it. The Trump bump. I got a new name. It's no longer the Trump dance. From this day on, it's the Trump bump. Yes. Okay. So anyhow, Kelly Loeffler. Does Jeffrey have to call her Princess? Does he? Princess? I'm on a roll today. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene. The presumptive congresswoman of the 14th district. Remember, she won the primary. She used to, remember, it seems like it was just yesterday that she was in all of the New York Times, Washington Post. She was a cuckoo because of QAnon, right? Don't do that again, they're saying out there. But, you know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, according to the media, cuckoo, QAnon, one thing after another. She wins the primary. She's in a runoff. Dr. Cowan is his name. She beats Dr. Cowan in the 14th district. And once she wins there in the 14th district, her Democratic opponent drops out of the race to move, going through some personal things. So she is now the congresswoman in the 14th district. remember about 3 weeks ago, was it, that she did a unity rally and supposedly she showed up and then Loeffler showed up. And then when we asked Marjorie Taylor Greene, hey, did you just endorse Kelly Loeffler? She said to me, no, I didn't endorse anybody. You know, it's like I was the star of the show. She showed up and left, bada bing, bada boom. Well, today, Marjorie Taylor Greene will endorse Kelly Loeffler, which I feel good. I feel good. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Never do that again. I feel good that they watch this show. I feel real good. They do. Because it was just a couple days ago, I said the Loeffler campaign had totally crapped on the 14th and the 9th district, the two most conservative districts in Georgia. And I did a whole segment like, you know, is that bad? Let's see. All the picks are ready. Hey, give me Hunter and his crack pipe, number 7. Thank you, Emily. I mean, Joe headed straight for the basement. That damn Hunter and his crack pipe. It's not funny, damn it. It's really not funny. It's not. And then here's something. Joe, you should come out of the basement and tell kids. I mean, you should talk to kids in America, Joe. I mean, because, you know, Trump's kids don't do drugs. Oh, you can't bring the kids into it. Why don't you just stick to Burisma and how much money he made? Whoa, I got it. But, Joe, your son has a drug problem. And you need to come out and address that with the American people. Look at number 6. You should put this up and you say, kids, pull up number. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take a bath. You remember when you used to get your pack of Marlboros and you took a bath and you was stoned out of your mind? Remember that? Oh, the good old days for Hunter. And I told you this on the show. By the way, we will be here a full 2 hours today. We're not preempting the show for the Senate. They're going to vote today. They're going to vote on Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation. They're going to vote on that today. We will not be breaking away to go to that live. It's just going to be just some drama, theatrics. We heard enough. And so we're staying with the 2-hour show today, and that's it. So thank you for joining us the last 2 days. See, I have talked about this so many times. Number 2, okay, Hunter is a problem for Joe. Found with a crack pipe, identity theft, brother's widow. You remember that when Bo died? Hunter went right in to make his wife feel better. Identity theft, Ashley Madison, scandal, stripper, baby mama. Hunter won't pay his child support. Sleeping with brother's widow, quickie marriage, and now an email bombshell. Boom, bombshell. Democrats are crapping their pants this morning. They are. I mean, I will go on and check during the break, but I didn't even get any Democratic attacks yesterday afternoon. I'm very concerned about some of my Democratic friends. If you're out there, can you let me know you're okay? Because I know you Jerry Nadlered your pants yesterday because Joe had to deep dive into the basement and say, I don't see this meeting on my schedule. Well, maybe I did meet with him for a minute. Well, we went through a drive-through and we had an ice cream cone together. Joe's in deep doo-doo. Oh, I'm enjoying this show today. How Hunter's past continues to haunt him and threatens to ruin Joe's White House run. So Zuckerberg and Dorsey, is that his name over Twitter? They say, put the brakes on. Put the brakes on. No more sharing this. This could hurt Biden. Who in Biden's, now I'm just saying things. Who in Biden's campaign is in the basement saying, in that meeting they're having right now, who is the one that had the nerve to say, we could have took Hunter's ass out a year ago? Sent him to some foreign country. Had him put in a little basement prison or something. Now, I'm not going to tell you I am advocating that these polls are correct. Give me number 30 really quick here. Okay. Number 30. U.S. Georgia Senate. Now, the confusion that some have, one, you cannot go vote a straight Republican ticket down the line because you get to this one race and there's 21 candidates. Now, Quinnipiac poll, which I'm not putting a whole lot into it. I just want to show you something. Raphael. I like him in the race just so I could say Raphael. Raphael Warnock. The pastor that says it's okay to kill him a baby and it's in God's plan. Oh my God. Holy mackerel, Batman. What the hell is going on? But Raphael Warnock, 41%. Those Democrats are coalescing behind Raphael. Okay. And he has quite a smile there. Collins 22, Loeffler 20. Now, I will say, I feel Loeffler and Collins are just right here in the polling. I mean, it's neck and neck. Here's the problem with Princess. Does Jeffrey have to call her Princess? I want to know what her nickname is. What's Jeffrey's little love name for Kelly? Kellykins? Kellykins. So Kellykins has outspent Collins 50-1 and can't break away. I think it's hilarious as hell. I mean, she has portrayed him as a pig snorting in the mud with his votes. She has portrayed him as, hey, one call, that's all. If you murder somebody, rape somebody, do something wrong, if you're into sex trafficking, my name's Doug Collins, call me. She's done every despicable ad she could do. They started GUV, Super PAC, and she can't break away. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is not going to land well. It's not. It's not. Because I don't dislike Kelly Loeffler. I don't know her. I just know the facts. I don't dislike Marjorie Taylor Greene. I just happen to have a Collins hat. Now, Collins, they gave me a hat. If Loeffler, I want to say this. If Kelly Loeffler for those, I don't give a shit, or damn, excuse me, no bad words. If she would have ever had anybody in an event and was giving out hats, I'd have one. That's just saying. I got 300 and some hats. Back to Loeffler. So I'm going to do a full segment on this because this is not going to land well, but this princess is having to meet people. She's probably getting back on her gold-plated plane bathroom. And I wonder, I wish we had some video because I got to say she's probably coming home to Jeffrey and saying, ew, you should have seen the people I had to be around today, Jeffrey. They got AR-15s. I was with these guys. They all are wearing camo and everything. Jeffrey, get me a drink. My nerves are just shot. It has to be because Princess, this is not her people. We are not her people. Period. We're not. I got to move on. But I do have some good stuff here. She is slumming because today, number 16, Marjorie Greene will endorse in the 14th district Kelly Loeffler. Now we're going to break that down and what it means. Somewhere around 9:15. We promise we're doing a full segment on that to get it out because I could just see her going, ooh, did you see those people at that ice cream shop? Why am I at an ice cream shop? Now, on a serious note, early voting is scaring the SHI asterisk out of Democrats. Yes, I know you don't believe that, but it is. It is freaking them out. Oh, yeah, Bubba Louie. Oh, yeah. Give me number 59. Freaking them out. Biden is not out of the woods. It is freaking them out. Early voting is. This is the New York, give me number 60. Now, early voting is already underway in many states. Millions of voters have already cast their ballots, but there is still a long way to go in this campaign, and we think the race is far closer than folks on the website think. Like a lot closer. One more shot. It's scary. I'm going to tell you why. It's scaring the SHI asterisk out of them. Give me number 61. Biden is not out of the woods. Biden can't find his way out of the woods. You ever think about that? I mean, that should be the test. Here it is, folks. We have a electoral college deadlock. You're both tied. We're not taking this to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has decided that there should be a challenge. You know, like those challenges on TV, like gladiators, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop both of you into the center of a forest, Trump and Biden. And you can't even have a compass. And the first one that finds their way out is the next president. I just wasted good quality time on that scenario. Biden can't even find his way out of the woods. Biden is not out of the woods since last week. The share, listen to this. I said it yesterday on this damn show. You should listen to this damn show. I told you, I'm not done. We don't know. The election hasn't happened yet. But they're in fear, okay? They have Jerry Nadlered their pants. As of yesterday with Burisma, what you and I have known for God knows how long, the New York Post article on Joe's meeting with Burisma, Hunter cuddled up with his little crack pipe. They're freaking out. Amy Coney Barrett landing suburban white women voters. I'll explain that one. Now this all of a sudden, we've seen this. I said it on the show yesterday. Will rural America win the election again? Just yesterday, I said this. This comes out today. And what did I say yesterday on the show if you were tuned in? I said, rural America knows, right? You remember this, Emily? You remember this, Cub fan? You remember this out there? Rural America knows they have to up 5-10% to overpower what? I said it yesterday about the Johnstown, PA rally in the middle of Pennsylvania. Okay. Pennsylvania has been described by some as Philadelphia on the right, Pittsburgh on the left, and Alabama in the center. Seriously. Okay. Good people. All right. Johnstown, PA, 70 miles east of Pittsburgh, out there kindly in the valley, in the middle of the state. 15,000 people come out, right? I said this yesterday at that rally. I said the reason he picked Johnstown is they have to turn out enough votes in rural America to overpower Pittsburgh and overpower Philadelphia. Remember in 2015 when your host at that time, I called Wisconsin and I did some canvassing in Wisconsin with some rural election poll workers, okay? And I remember one lady telling me in Wisconsin in a county said, you know what? It's going to take a lot to overcome Madison. The Trump campaign has known that all along. What the media has not told you is the amount of registered voters in the dumbass segment of the country. I'm sorry. I'm one of them. So I can say it. That's what they call me, right? White, blah, blah, blah. But what the media has not reported is their box, not mine, white, uneducated, no college voters, all right, are registering in record numbers because they didn't get a chance to vote for Trump last time and they're not going to miss it this time. Since last week, the share of white non-college over 30 registration in battleground states has increased by 10 points compared to 2016, and the Democratic margin dropped 10 points to just 6 points. And there are serious signs of political engagement by white non-college voters who had not cast ballots in previous election. Told you so. Right here. Told you so. Okay? I knew it. Let me tell you something. We'll get to that in a minute. We got to take our break. Let me say this. Is this genius or what? Number 52. Amy Coney Barrett. Now, I watched all 3 days. I watched all the opening statements. Okay. I watched all the opening statements. I watched all the questions for the last 2 days. Then day one, senators got 30 minutes each. Day two, they got 20 minutes each. I watched every bit of it. And I thought to myself yesterday afternoon, what the hell? Because Johnstown, PA, President Trump was asking suburban white women voters, please like me. And then yesterday I'm watching this, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, could RBG, could she have not died at the most opportune time? Sorry, I had nothing to do with her death. So I could say anything I want. Could she have not died at a more opportune time? I'm thinking that. Because here is a white woman with 7 kids. I mean, she's bringing home the bacon and frying it up in the pan. Yes. 7 kids, homework, hockey practice, baseball practice, piano practice, whatever. Feed the chinchilla. 2 of them being adopted. A husband, a career. Who does she connect to? Does she connect to suburban white working women with a family? Is that still happening in America? I'm like, how the hell? Because if you watch this woman for 3 days, she's an amazing person. She is. She's an amazing person. Now, give me number 49 and we'll go to break. Kennedy. Kennedy to Barrett. Who does the laundry in your house? They are freaking out because Kennedy's like, there's 7 kids in the house, your husband, you, a chinchilla. Who the hell's doing the laundry in this place? You must have a commercial machine. But no. Why, they didn't ask Neil Gorsuch who was doing his laundry. They didn't ask Kavanaugh who was doing his laundry. No, they just asked Kavanaugh who's. Now, I better not say that. That would be ugly. All right, so Loeffler slumming and making friends with Marjorie. Did she offer to pay Marjorie Taylor Greene's campaign debts? I don't know. I'm just saying it's a big question mark out there. Why? One would say why. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
At Ingalls, we know that school is a little different this year, with virtual learning and working from home. But we have continued to donate to our Tools for Schools program, just like always. And all our participating schools will have those funds waiting for them when the bell rings this fall.
Okay, who can tell me the difference between molarity and molality?
In the meantime, Ingalls has everything you need to make this school year a little easier. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is more than just your average Ace. We have a huge selection of Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next trip. We have a huge selection of lumber for your next building project. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs. Plus, we have everything you'd expect, like paint, tools, and equipment.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey folks, I am your host, BKP, and you're watching BKP Politics. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. That means one thing. Well, it could mean more than one thing. mean too. I got a bunch of Trump hats here. Trump was wearing the hat last night. You know what this button says? This button says, Reagan, let's make America great again. This is my Reagan button all the way back in Make America Great Again. That's my Reagan button right there. Just so you know, if you're new to the show, here is a button that I have that says, in your heart, you know he's right. 1964, Goldwater. In your heart, you know he's right. 1964, Goldwater. You can tell that one. I added a couple new buttons to here. I've got former Arkansas governor. I can't tell you what that acronym means. Former Arkansas governor. Now we have a former Arkansas governor. You figure it out yourself in the White House. This one right here, I'm one of a million. This is Alan Keyes. Remember Alan Keyes? Okay. McCain Palin. That's McCain Palin. Then I got Palin Power. Go girl. We'll leave it at that. All right. So, folks, BKP here, BKP Politics. Welcome back. Now, I want to do this very quick segment. And today, let me just highlight this. We could go through, it messed the Democrats up. All right. First of all, give me number, excuse me there, McFly. Give me number 22. Okay. Now, Amy Coney Barrett started Monday let me tell you what the process is. So Lindsey Graham's paying hell. Lindsey Grahamnesty is paying hell in South Carolina right now. They're pouring the money in to try to get even with Lindsey Grahamnesty for what he did during the Kavanaugh hearing. Remember, Lindsey flipped the switch with Kavanaugh. Remember that? He come out and he was like, damn it, I'm mad. And remember, he had that moment, right? We all know Lindsey Graham had that moment where he turned the entire Kavanaugh hearing around and just blew it out of the water. And they're getting even with him now in South Carolina. So Lindsey Graham, let me just summarize this very quickly because we could go through the jackasses, okay? I mean, I'm sorry. I wrote notes. I watched all 3 days. Let me tell you what I did not miss. A minute. Now, I will today because I'm not interested. Here's what's happening today. Just formalities. Last night, they reviewed the FBI investigation on her, but that's customary. They're not going to do. We're not going to have Jeff Flake unless, I can't see this. Jeff Flake and Coons are not together, and they're not going to call for an upgraded, intense, deeper dive from the FBI into her like they did Kavanaugh. So last night, a formality, they go in the chambers, they review the FBI report that is done on all of these nominees. Today, they come out, and what happens today is they will have four testimonies of people that think she is amazing. So you're going to hear these amazing stories about her today. And then we're going to have the testimony of 4 people that oppose her and how if she gets on the court, America will be gripped with fear once again because she is on the court. Fear will continue in America to grip America like you've never seen before. People are scared. So that's what happens. And then after that, I'm pretty sure all the senators get another 5 minutes to say what they want. And then they vote and they're out of there. So today they vote to move it. What the vote is today is to move it to the full floor of the Senate. That's what happens. And it'll go down party lines. It'll go right down party lines, and there won't be any Democrat vote for it. So Lindsey Graham could not look like he was rushing this down the throat of the American people. He couldn't look like he was not giving them their full chance. Now I know what you say because I agree with you wholeheartedly most of the time. I get tired of what the hell they think. Okay? I do. There's a side of me that says the hell with this because the process they're going through now, in the confirmation hearings is not in the Constitution. The Senate is to advise and consent. It doesn't say to form this major group like this committee. Doesn't spell that out. It could go to a floor vote immediately, but they didn't do it. So Graham, whether you like it or not, his 3 days was to prove to the American people he was not rushing this down Democrats' throats. He was allowing the American people plenty of time to meet this lady, okay? Plenty of time. Is there 21 on the committee? I forget. 50 minutes. Kamala Harris did a 50-minute campaign speech. 2 of them. One for 30 minutes, one for 20. So Lindsey Graham's whole goal here was to make sure in the 3 days that America meets this lady. You did not feel at home. It was hurry up. Let's get her to the floor for a vote. The process has not changed. They're not doing anything different. Lindsey Graham went out of his way not to object to anything in the record. Lindsey Graham went out of his way to make sure that he did not tell anybody they were out of time. While he was polite. Is it decorum? I don't know. Democrats, many had to end with a thank you to the chair for the way he handled the hearings. Now, these are the Democrats. So could there be calls today, and could there be drama calls today for a much more deeper investigation? Hirono, is that her name, out of Hawaii? She's mentally ill. These people are mentally ill. Hirono, whatever her name is, the senator for Hawaii, that asked her if she had ever, had been involved in any kind of sexual misconduct. They don't ask Cunningham in North Carolina that question, the Democrat candidate running against Tillis, but could Hirono come out today and feel that there's a need and demand another high level and just lie to the American people? Is there a possibility that they allude today, some of them, like Spartacus? I mean, are you still waiting for Cory Booker to have his Spartacus moment? Is there a possibility today that he comes out and some come out like Whitehead? I wrote down yesterday, okay, I watched every one. So yesterday, all I could say, when we got to, when we got to Dick Durbin, all I could write was asshole. I'm sorry, that's Dick Durbin, asshole, okay? White House, asshole. That's all right. I'm not going to tell you what I wrote next to Klobuchar's name. Wouldn't be appropriate, but it was an asshole. Blumenthal, asshole. I'm sorry. Okay, that's all I can write. Okay, I should say smart ass. It would sound a little better. But anyhow, so today, could some of those come out, the jackasses, and say something in the FBI report concern them, but allude to something and get a news cycle? Democrats, watch out today. It's already 8:39. I'm not up to date right this second, but they need a news cycle bad. They need a Trump bombshell bad today. They need it in the worst way. So brace yourself for today. Okay. So could they come out and spin the media that they've seen something of concern, but there's nothing there just to change the news cycle? They're trying to figure. If you think the media is not trying to figure out, if you think Joe Biden did not rush into that basement yesterday and first call Hunter and tell him to throw the damn crack pipe down, if you think that Biden and his team did not rush to the basement and everybody get in the bunker there and call all the deep staters and everybody in the media and say, how the hell do we create a news cycle? Oh, hell yeah. So I don't know. It might be going on as I speak. So today will be the vote. Everything should go as planned. Will be the vote to move it to the floor for a full vote, which we will be awaiting. We will be awaiting Mitch McConnell's date on the full vote. So let me say this, and I watched both days. I loved when she told, was it Klobuchar or did she tell, let me see, it'll just take a minute, I promise. Oh, the town hall tonight. We're going to talk about that. The dueling town halls. Blah, 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 Blumenthal, blah, 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 when it's constitutional to the right senses. Cory Booker. Is it wrong? Cory Booker, Spartacus, a.k.a. Spartacus. Is it wrong to take children from their? I'm just asking. Is it wrong to separate children at the border? Oh my God. Harris. Climate change. Black Americans can't vote. She couldn't trick Amy. Harris tried to trick Amy and could not. People are scared. Kennedy, blah, blah, blah. Where the hell is my other one? Oh, Chris Coons, right? Amy Coney Barrett looked at Chris Coons and said, I assure you I have my own mind. I assure you I have my own mind. Wonder how that hit with women. I assure you I have my own mind. Wow. So I'm going to wrap this up because this segment I want to call Amy Coney Barrett Connects with Suburban White Women Voters. Amy Coney Barrett connects with white suburban women voters. That's what happened. She sit there for 3 days. Women at home love her. You can hate all you want. She is the real deal. She's professor, teacher, lawyer, has worked hard to get through school. Nobody handed it to her. Okay. Did not. Anything boys could do, girls could do better. I watched every minute, and she connected with suburban white women voters. Brilliant Donald Trump. 7 kids. Spartacus said, can you denounce white supremacists? I see the black kids sitting there that you purchased. They're crazy. They're crazy as hell. So anyhow, 7 kids. Okay. A husband. Give me number bump. Where's it at? All right, that's that one. Give me number. All right. Relax, my friend. I know it bothers you. Give me number 52. Okay, 52. Healthcare reassurance. Now, for 3 days, okay, Democrats have talked fear, scared. People are calling they're in fear. They're scared. Why, if you get on the bench, people will die. They tried for 3 days to get her to reassure the ACA, reassure that murdering children are okay. Wait a minute, I have another one here I want you to look at. That was 52. Give me number 69. It's real simple, okay? Lindsey Graham had to take the last 3 days and keep everything calm. Democrats were told, don't go in and blow it. Affordable care, abortion, pre-existing conditions, but don't blow it. Don't go after this lady. Don't blow it. Okay, she's going to get confirmed. Don't blow it. Now, for the last 3 days, it sickens me to hear what a great woman RBG. Okay, it sickens me to hear RBG and what a great woman she is. All right. Um, um, she has played a part with black abortion. ACB has played a part with black adoption. Now, who does the laundry? Kennedy. I got a whole list of everything they said. Who does the laundry in your house? Play this video. It's got their heads spinning off today.
I got one last question.
Hope it's an easy one.
It is. It's a sincere question. I'm genuinely curious. Who does the laundry in your house? I got one last question.
Hope it's an easy one.
It is. It's a sincere question. I'm genuinely curious. Who does the laundry in your house?
Who does the laundry in your house? It's freaking them out. Who could be doing it? The oldest daughter helping, pitching? I like Kennedy. Kennedy cracks me up because Kennedy sits there the other day and I was cracking up. Let me ask you a question. You ever seen a possum? Have you ever eaten roadkill? Hold on just a minute. Now, before you answer that, being from Louisiana, you ever drove down the road and seen a dead possum in the road? Have you? Now, did you stop or go past the possum? And you're thinking, what the hell? Now, do you think if you go past the possum, you're a racist? And if you don't go past the possum, you're not? Now, what say you about that possum on the side of the road? I swear to God, you got to watch Kennedy in one of these hearings. I'm thinking, what the hell? Love the guy. Let's take a break. We'll come. I'm telling you, final word on this. Amy Coney Barrett was amazing. She's an amazing woman, an amazing family, beautiful kids. Okay. She fried up the bacon, brought home the bacon, fried it up in a pan. She's an amazing person, and she connected with moms, okay? She drives the carpool, okay? Yes, she gets the kids to practice. She connected with white suburban women. And then you have those uneducated, non-college white people that are increasing in numbers. And Biden can't find his way out of the woods as Hunter, his son, cuddles a crack pipe. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
At Ingalls, we know that school is a little different this year, with virtual learning and working from home. But we have continued to donate to our Tools for Schools program, just like always. And all our participating schools will have those funds waiting for them when the bell rings this fall.
Okay, who can tell me the difference between molarity and molality?
In the meantime, Ingalls has everything you need to make this school year a little easier. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is more than just your average Ace. We have a huge selection of Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next trip. We have a huge selection of lumber for your next building project. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs. Plus, we have everything you'd expect, like paint, tools, and equipment.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
If you want big Chevy discounts, Days Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done with savings of $8,000 on new Chevy Equinox or up to $10,000 savings off new Silverado crew cabs. We're big on discounts and even bigger on customer service. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Why is Truck Month bigger at Days Chevrolet in Jasper? It's our massive Days discounts, like up to $10,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or up to $7,000 off new Chevy Equinox. Bigger selection, bigger savings. Truck Month is just plain bigger at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
We're back. I'm going to do the Donald Trump, right? Cool. It's the Donald Trump, right? Did you see Trump walk all the way in from Air Force One? Trump doing that. That's the Trump, baby. Beep, beep. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. There's no telling what the hell you people say. No telling. I'm doing the Trump. Trump doing a bam, bam. The media showing circles with Biden and 6 people headed for the basement as Trump's out there doing the disco duck. Oh, gosh. It seems like it was just last week. Doctor, what's his oxygen level, Doc? Tell us. Come on. Did he have a fever? Was he sweating? What was it like? Tell us. And then it's only like 2 days. Trump going back on the campaign trail with uncertain health conditions. We cannot predict. Here's the panel. We're the panel on ABC. We cannot predict that the Trump rallies, he will actually shuck and jive down the runway and give a couple of these. We can't predict that. It's too early to tell. I am so dead. It cracks my ass up, man. I watch all of them. They are mentally out there. They are sick people. When the president looks out and he says, those are some sick people, they are. Well, I have all of them, and you watch the show, so you know. Oh, by the way, I'm BKP. This is BKP Politics. Thanks for joining us. You watch the show and you know this. You know this, okay? I have all the little bylines on the morning. Trump hits campaign trail while uncertain health conditions. The uncertainty of his health. Doctors refuse to answer big questions. Doctor, will he be able to ever dance again? Not for sure. I am so sorry. It is just, I watch these things. Now, Barron, how tall is that damn kid? We find out Barron has had COVID. Melania had COVID. You going to the Trump rally Friday night in Georgia? Let me tell you this. The media is freaking out because, well, it's got to be tight in Georgia or he would not be stopping there. Here's my opinion. You ready? You ready for it? Well, if you're not, you're going to get it anyway. Trump is coming to Georgia for David Perdue. Now, I want to say something here, and if somebody can get the word to her, this is not being mean to Karen Handel. Got it? Okay. Karen Handel needs to figure out how to get her ass down to Macon this time. Now, Karen Handel lost to Lucy McBath. I have always said, remember the week before, okay, when Donald Trump dropped into the Macon airport, 35,000 people showed up, and he brought Brian Kemp up on the stage, all right? And I've always said he pushed Kemp over the top. Remember that? But Karen Handel was not there. So my opinion, Friday, Donald Trump's campaign is stopping in Georgia, all right? Not because Trump's behind in any polls, is to make sure he's solid with David Perdue. Now, he needs the 9th and 14th district. Not being ugly, but it seems like David Perdue has forgot how to find his way to the 9th district. So he's got to stop David Perdue Senate, Rich McCormick over in the 7th district. Got to save that one. Flip the 6, Karen Handel. That's my opinion, period, on that. Now, we'll see what becomes of that, but don't get all caught up in the hype. Now, I want to run through. We know this. This is the book. Had to go over to the little bookcase I have over here. Peter Schweitzer, who also brought us Clinton Cash, Secret Empires. Okay. Now, in his book, which you and I have known quite some time, yesterday wasn't a bombshell for many of us. When we heard there was a hard drive, let's see, 2 sons and their roommate, Biden in Ukraine. Biden in Ukraine. Then there's the China, let's see. So anyhow, yesterday was not a bombshell for many of us because we read the book. So we did get to see that email that came out, right? We did like seeing that. Let's see if I can get this up here. All right. So, but here we go. Number 1, immediately. Now, I will tell you this, as you well know, and we are going to do our Loeffler segment, the last today. We'll do it at 9:35, I promise. Loeffler and Marjorie Greene, stay with me. I will do that segment because I got some things I'm going to put together. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the presumptive Congresswoman from the 14th District of Georgia, endorsing today. Seems like it just was, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, that the New York Times was calling her backcrap, crazy QAnon woman, right? And now she's going to be on the stage with Kelly Loeffler. That proves what big trouble Loeffler's in this campaign. She has to slum in the 14th. Yes. So anyhow, so number one, Twitter boss Jack Dorsey apologizes after Trump threatened to remove Facebook and Twitter protections after they blocked story on Biden's meeting Sun Hunter's Ukraine partners, but White House spokeswoman's account is locked for sharing it. Kayleigh McEnany shared this post from the New York Post, this article. They locked her account. Yes, Twitter did, for sharing it. That's right. It goes against their leaking information, hacked information policy. So if you hack somebody's account, you can't start sharing it. They're all ethical at this time because, Hillary promoted the hacking of her own account, and we do know it was all a sham, and Obama knew about it. So they put this in place. All right. So we know Facebook is trying everything to put the kibosh on the story. And so is, we know they're in the tank, and so is Twitter. Now, I watch CNN, which you know this. I watch CNN, okay, every morning, and I watch MSNBC. Nothing. Glossed right over this as though this did not happen, okay? Now, immediately, the Biden campaign comes out and says, Joe doesn't show any meeting with some Burisma guy on that day on his official vice presidential schedule. Now there's gaps there, and now it's possible. So let's go on to number two. We told you this earlier. Hunter has been a whirlwind of trouble for old Joe for years. So they did not think Hillary Clinton would lose. These are two bumbling idiots, Hunter and Joe. It's like the apple didn't fall far from the tree with Hunter Biden from his bumbling idiot dad. I'm sorry, you can get upset. You shouldn't call somebody an idiot. Okay. Buffoon. All right. This guy's been a problem all along. Okay. Zipped right in on brother's widow. I guess Bo was the good guy in the family. But Joe Biden is a bag man. We know Rosemont Capital. Just start looking up. Do the Googling. I don't know if they're stopping this. Rosemont Capital, Devon Archer. Look these names up. Put Rosemont Capital, Devon Archer, China, John Kerry, Teresa Carey Hines. Just start putting some of these people in Google and find out. Do your research today. Okay. So this breaks. Now, this is on the Daily Mail in the UK, all right? I mean, I'm not advocating the Daily Mail is great over in the UK, but I will tell you a lot of times I have to go to the Daily Mail in the UK because you're not going to find it even on Fox News here. Remember this, okay? It seems like it was only 2015. Conservatives. That's how I will identify the audience at this current time, or the majority of you. Remember when just weeks before the election, you went to Drudge, and what you did not want to see was the flashing siren light with a breaking news of a bombshell with that. I mean, if you went to Drudge and that siren was flashing, oh my God, remember that? It seems like it was not long ago that a story like Biden meeting with a Burisma natural gas executive, that was the company that was being investigated, that Biden said, hey, get rid of the people in Ukraine that's investigating my son's company and the corruption there, or I'm going to withhold $1 billion. All right. We all know that story. Okay. You can research that today too. It'll be out there all over the net. The point is, remember, it seems like it was just yesterday that this story would have been a flashing siren on Drudge. Nothing. Not one headline on the Drudge. And you don't think they're all in the tank? Number 3, this came from the Daily Wire. Biden campaign VP may have had informal meeting with Burisma exec at center of bombshell, New York Post report. We may have stopped, at a Haagen-Dazs. A Cinnabon. You want to meet us for a Cinnabon at the mall? They're working to try to figure out how to stop the damage. Before the day is out, they will do something to change the narrative. Here's a couple pictures. Now, supposedly the hard drive, and I don't have time to get into all of this because I want to do some of the election, what's going on in the election. Supposedly the hard drive was taken in to be repaired. I guess maybe when Hunter was on crack or something, the computer. The guy turned this over, okay? Supposedly the guy at the repair shop turned this over to FBI December 2019. And the FBI has sat on it, erased it. Something happened. Because supposedly the FBI, and we have, send me a text, send me a link to where the FBI has answered. They will not confirm or deny. Now, my understanding is the Delaware State Department will not I was looking at tickets for Trump. I'm understanding that the Delaware State Department or whatever investigations, nobody will confirm or deny. Let me get that out of my tongue-tied Joe Biden kind of statement here. Nobody will confirm or deny if an investigation is going on, what happened, when they got the laptop. December 2019, suppose they get this laptop. The guy keeps a copy of the hard drive. Now, the crime fighter, Rudy Giuliani. I love the Rudy, right? You got to love the Rudy. We know this is really Hunter. Number 5, supposedly there's all kinds of stuff on this. There's like emails. Supposedly they could do a little of this every damn day from here to the election. Emails concerning China. Remember, Hunter walked out of China with $2-3 billion, couple billion bucks, right? 1.5 billion. Look up Rosemont Capital, damn it. Devin Archer. Remember, Joe took his little boy. Okay? You remember when, I don't know if you have a son. I probably shouldn't tell this. Maybe I should. I don't know if it applies. Anyhow. But you remember when, your son was like 14? And your wife said, damn it, he just got suspended from school. For what? Him and a bunch of boys were doing something and they sent him home for 2 days. Oh my God. Well, good for you, you fruity goody two-shoes if you never got 2 days suspension. So you're going to work with your father. What? Yeah, with your father. Go to work with your father. You're not staying here and sitting on the damn couch. You're going to work with your father. Oi. Right? So you put the kid in the car, he goes to work with you for 2 days. All right. So I think that's what happened when Joe that's what they want to lead you to believe, when Joe took Hunter to China with him. You see the picture of Hunter getting off Air Force Two in China with Joe Biden when he's vice president of the United States. It's almost like, well, Hunter got in trouble and, he has to come with me for a couple days. No. Why Joe was here, okay, Hunter was here at Devin Archer, Rosemont Capital. The Bank of China invested big time. Here's number 5. Here is Hunter number 5. Here is Hunter number 6. Here he is, number 7. I mean, isn't this cute? Number 7. Hunter cuddling his crack pipe as he sleeps quietly. Here he is getting his KB. Remember the guy in high school you called KB? You didn't have that? We had a guy in high school that no matter what, it didn't matter. It did not matter what the deal was. He wore sunglasses. This dude thought he was cool. Sunglasses, right? KB. Here's number 8. Here's Hunter in his KB pose. Okay. Now, here is the New York Post article, headline number 68. Biden secret emails revealed Ukraine exec thanked Hunter Biden for opportunity to meet with Veep dad. All right. Number 67. Joe Biden's campaign denies he met with Hunter's Ukraine business partner despite emails show him thanking VP for the opportunity to meet. As Rudy Giuliani's lawyer claims, he has 40,000 emails and more, comprised photos of sex and drugs. Sounds like they can release this on a daily basis. Just say. So this is a stay tuned. The evils of trying to end this campaign. Let's go through quickly. This day in history, number 23, is the confirmation. They do this on MSNBC. I picked this up, number 23. The Senate narrowly confirms the nomination of Clarence Thomas to the U.S. Supreme Court, 52-48, despite sexual harassment allegations by Anita Hill. And so let's take a break and come back. We want to do 2 more segments today, so you know. We're going to come back real quick and talk a couple minutes about the Democrats being in total fear of what's happening right now and why they're changing their tune, or they're admitting now, I guess, that white, uneducated, or uncolleged, no college degree white people are voting for Trump, and they're coming out of the woodwork, as they say. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
At Ingalls, we know that school is a little different this year, with virtual learning and working from home. But we have continued to donate to our Tools for Schools program, just like always. And all our participating schools will have those funds waiting for them when the bell rings this fall.
Okay, who can tell me the difference between molarity and molality?
In the meantime, Ingalls has everything you need to make this school year a little easier. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is more than just your average Ace. We have a huge selection of Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next trip. We have a huge selection of lumber for your next building project. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs. Plus, we have everything you'd expect like paint, tools, and equipment.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
All right, Cub fan, this is for you. It may be time to break out that bottle of Muscadine wine. You know I save a bottle. BKP here, BKP Politics. I save a bottle of Muscadine wine for special occasions like maybe winning a presidential election. I'm going to dust off the Muscadine wine. I am. I'm going to dust it off. If you're out there anywhere and you're not from Georgia, you don't understand Muscadines, I'm sorry, can't help you. All morning long, we've been doing the Donald Trump. Oh, man, it seems like just yesterday he was dying with COVID-19, and we had concerns with his unanswered health questions about his oxygen level. I can't get over that. All right, I'm going to do this segment. Loeffler, Marjorie Taylor Greene endorses Kelly Loeffler for Senate. Now, before we get started, let's paint a quick picture. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene, number 9, let me tell you a short, brief story, okay? Number 9 here. This is the American Patriots USA Party, okay? And I am a firm believer of live and let live, freedom of speech. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. Okay? I'm a firm believer it's not my place to pass judgment when somebody says they want forgiveness or they've asked for forgiveness. Not my place, okay? So this is not a agree, disagree, nothing, okay? But the media loves to follow Chester Dulles. They love to follow this guy, okay? He was on the show a couple weeks ago. We interviewed him after the debate, and we heard about white supremacists. We thought we'd get Chester on here because he happens to be the Georgia white supremacist poster child for the media. Now, I'm not calling him a white supremacist. Okay, he denounces it. But the media loves to wrap Chester Dulles around a candidate as a former KKK member, white supremacist, radical, okay? So in the middle of this picture happens to be Marjorie Taylor Greene, okay? And again, this is not a hit job on the American Patriots USA. So if you go look up, okay, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Chester Doles, QAnon, this woman went to the 14th district and ran as a conservative, pro-Trump. Remember election night, she called Nancy Pelosi a bitch, right? We're going to get that bitch out of office. I don't know the quote exactly. Remember, we had her 2 days afterwards on a Wednesday, I think it was. We had her here on the show, and she did say, I called Nancy Pelosi a bad word and maybe I shouldn't have, or something. I forget what it is. But this is the woman that locked the AJC out of her victory party in the 14th Congressional District of Georgia. This is the woman that went all through the 14th District, was glad to take this picture. Okay? Now, there's a reason I'm going with this, all right? Marjorie Taylor Greene is in the middle, and this is the American Patriots USA, and they support Marjorie because Marjorie did not turn her back on them. Now, the American Patriots USA, they go places and try to endorse candidates, put candidates on the ballot. And, buddy, you find out Chester Doles is coming and they all go the other direction, right? Except if you're Marjorie Taylor Greene or number 21, Matt Gertler. Now, Matt Gertler, and I want to put all this together. You're going to have to do your research today, but Matt Gertler, he ran American Patriots USA for the 9th Congressional District to replace Doug Collins, which Andrew Clyde will be the next congressman. And he didn't have a problem. He knows. Now, Matt Gertler knows he's standing next to Chester Doles. There's a reason, because this is not for me to decide if you like these people or not. It's just for me to lay it all out here. You figure out what's going on. All right. So let's go back to that picture we just had of number 9. Here is Marjorie Taylor Greene with American Patriots USA. And she's not dumb. She knows she's standing there with Chester Doles. All right. Now, the AJC pointed that out to her. And keep the picture up. And I want you to remember this picture. The AJC pointed that out to her. And I thought I clipped it. Hold on. I know I did. I know I clipped it. So. The AJC pointed out at this picture and went after her about Doles, right? Number 12 in an article. This is what I cropped this out of an AJC article, number 12. American Patriots USA, which has tied itself close to militia movement, Doles regularly refers to Greene as our friend Margie, okay, on his social media account. But in May, when the AJC asked Marjorie Greene what she knew about him, she attacked the question. What do you know about you? Silly, and the same type of sleazy attacks the fake news media levels against President Trump. So she did not denounce Chester Doles in that article. Go back to that picture, okay? She went after the AJC. You are sleazy people just always trying to come up with something, right? Now, what changed her tune? Okay. Number 17. Did Kelly Loeffler change her tune in the 14th District of Georgia? I'm going somewhere with this. Did she? Now, there was a unity rally. Okay? About 3 weeks ago, I'll say a month, but it hasn't been 3 weeks ago, I guess, in the 14th District, where supposedly Kelly, all right, Kelly and Marjorie were on the same stage. But now Marjorie Greene would not call it an endorsement. She told me in a text, I have not endorsed anybody. I said, did you? But supposedly Loeffler shows up at the Unity rally, does her speech on the stage. Marjorie shows up at the Unity rally, does her speech about a month ago. But she is adamant with her supporters. Now, let me tell you something. Marjorie Taylor Greene is adamant with her supporters. We're going to get into her supporters in just a minute, that she's endorsed nobody in this race. Okay? Because it seems like just weeks before that, she knew Chester Doles, took a picture with Chester Doles, knew the American Patriot Party, was calling Nancy Pelosi a bitch, all right, was all over the New York Times, Washington Post, you name it. She was attacked all over about QAnon. But something happened because things changed quickly. Give me number 10. Supporter with extreme ties ejected from Greene Loeffler rally. Chester Doles goes to the Unity rally. He thinks Marjorie Greene likes them. Why? Save number 10. Give me number 9. Okay? Now, on this day, Chester Doles thinks Marjorie likes him. On this day, Chester Doles happens to be at a Marjorie Greene rally somewhere. On this day, he's tweeting out our friend Margie. But on this day, number 10, Kelly Loeffler, comes to the 14th District for a Unity rally, which Doug Collins was not invited to 3 weeks ago. Supporter with extreme ties ejected from Greene Loeffler rally. Now, I spoke to Chester Doles. And again, I'm not advocating any sides. I'm not getting involved in any of that, okay? I'm just saying I spoke to him. He did not go there to cause any issue. He thought Marjorie Greene was his friend. He just showed up. It caught him off guard, okay? Now, this is out of this article, number 11. This is Marjorie Greene. Yes, I asked him to be removed. He is not welcome at any events that I attend, period. Wait a minute. Marjorie, number 9. Number 10. Number 11. Now, I'm going to show you the guy that escorted Chester Doles out. It gets very interesting on what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing over in the 14th District. Period. Greene said to a statement, yes, I asked him to be removed. He is not welcome at any events that I attend, period. Greene said in a statement to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. You understand, this happened. Number 13. After Saturday's rally, Green was more direct. I don't know him, and I have no relation with him, she said. He's not a donor and has never worked for my campaign. He shows up at events to get publicity for himself, as the AJC is doing with this piece. Trying to recover. Okay. Number 14. Chester Doles has his say in this article. For Doles, the ejection from what was billed as the Second Amendment Unity Rally was a betrayal. These are Chester Doles' words. It's just unbelievable. This is their unity rally. Except for me, said Chester Doles. She hasn't even got out of the state of Georgia and has turned into a politician. I wasn't going to put her in any awkward situation. Everybody's got a past. It is what it is. Number 15, same unity rally. Kelly Loeffler briefly appeared at the rally with Green, but a spokesman for her campaign said the senator was unaware of Doles or the controversy over his attendance. Unaware. I was there a brief minute. Somebody was aware because Marjorie Green made sure that somebody had their eyes out for Chester Doles. Somebody told Marjorie Green, and this is why this is flat out bullshit, okay? Flat out bullshit. You just got to call it, okay? Now, let me show you something here. You see number 9? Here's my thought, all right? Loeffler's campaign says, we don't know who he is. We were there briefly. We came in. Yes, I believe that because, damn it, they are briefly at everything. We came in, we said our piece, and we left. We were not aware of him. We're not aware of his controversy. We're not aware he was removed, nothing. Okay. Who told Marjorie Green Chester Doles was coming that morning to the Unity rally? Who did Marjorie Green say, keep your eyes open for Chester Green? Chester Doles, sorry. Who did Marjorie Green tell, keep your eyes open for Chester Doles? Who? Who did she say? Why were they on the lookout for Chester Doles? Why was Chester Doles met at the gate and they were ready for him? I know that for a fact. Why? Did Loeffler's camp call and say, look, we can't show up if Doles is going to show up, and we know Marjorie shows up at her rallies? Who set up that Chester Doles was to be met at the gate and removed? Marjorie Taylor Greene? Why would she do that? Why would she alter the people she's surrounded by and supported her in her campaign? Why would she alter that group, turn on that group for Kelly Loeffler? Why would she? The questions are out there. I'm just painting the picture. I don't know. Now, let me show you the guy that was sitting there ready. He was flat out ready, folks. And here he is right here. All right, damn it. Here he is right here. Number 19. Number 19 is Patrick Parsons. Patrick Parsons happens to be the executive director of Georgia Gun Owners. You remember I showed you earlier Matt Gertler, okay, with Chester Doles. Patrick Parsons, my understanding is that Patrick Parsons and Matt Gertler, very close friends through college, my understanding. They both were in cahoots both in cahoots, right? I'll get back to you after the show, but both in cahoots, right? To get Georgia gun owners as many paid members as they could with their constitutional carry bill. Anyhow, this is Patrick Parsons. Sources tell me this is the same guy that used to know Chester Doles. Yes, same guy who met, here he is, number 20, Patrick Parsons with his good friend Matt Gertler. We understand Patrick Parsons is now Marjorie Greene's chief of staff. What the hell? Patrick Parsons, my understanding from Chester Doles, met him and escorted him off the property and let him know he was not welcome. Who set all that up? Who was on lookout for Chester Doles to keep him away from Kelly Loeffler? Just saying. Remember number 21, okay? Matt Gertler here, number 21, with Chester Doles. And number 20, Patrick Parsons with Matt Gertler, I understand, is now Marjorie Taylor Greene's chief of staff. So I'll wrap up, and we're looking more into this. I got to go all in, okay? I got to go all in. I do know, if you're new to the show, a member of Kelly Loeffler's campaign, I will say directly, threatened me on qualifying day. Ryan Mahoney, when I was at the Capitol. I've known Ryan Mahoney for years, and I walked up to say hello. I mean, I just released an article. I didn't think they would be happy with me, but, not going to fight with people. And I walked up to say hello, and he said, "This does not end well for you." And I said, "This doesn't end well for me? Was that a threat?" He thought it out, and he said, "This doesn't end well for you, your company, and our campaign." Okay, so he put it back together a little bit after he threatened me and said, "This doesn't end well for you." Okay, with that, I know they're vengeful. I know they're going to try to get revenge on me as soon as the election's over. I understand that, but I got to go all in. There's no saving myself. I wish it hadn't come to that, but I know how they are. Yes, they. We'll talk about that later. Number 16. So today at 10 o'clock, in approximately 17 minutes, Kelly Loeffler, Marjorie Taylor Greene to make major announcement in Georgia's 14th Congressional District. Tomorrow, conservative businesswoman and political outsider Kelly Loeffler will be joined by future Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene for a major announcement in Paulding County. Now, Paulding County is in the 14th District, and I'm going to close with this, okay? Paulding County is in the 14th District. The 14th District GOP chair told me this out of his own mouth standing in the back of a room. I'll just say it like this. The chair of the GOP in the 14th Congressional District is from Paulding County and very, very pro Kelly Loeffler. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene did not get the backing of that chair, did not get the backing of the party, even though it was a primary. The establishment in the 14th District was backing John Cowan, her opponent in the runoff. So Marjorie Taylor Greene had to go to the far right. She had to go to the hard conservatives. She had to go to her base. She had to yell guns. She had to yell Pelosi's a bitch. She had to yell Trump. She had to say Q, all the above. She had to have pictures with guns, anything and everything she could. She had to go as far hard right as she could because the 14th Congressional District in Georgia is, by only a slight margin, the second Most conservative district, the 9th is the 1st. So she knew she had to go big or go home. Now, go home is the 6th congressional district. Don't forget, Marla Green's out in the 6th congressional district. She was going to run for Congress against Karen Handel. But the Trump QAnon, it may not have played very well. She may not have been able to pull it off in the 6th district. Now, she's very wealthy, obviously. I think she put $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 of her own money she committed into the race she spent. But then Tom Graves decided to retire. Okay? Marjorie Greene, a week later, I think a week later, is now the candidate in the 14th district. This works out. So Marjorie Taylor Greene carpet bags over from the 6th district to the 14th district. She zeroes in on the hardcore right, convinces the hardcore right in the 14th district, I'm with you. Okay? So she grabs on to the strong conservative vote in the 14th district and paints her opponents as the establishment, which, interesting enough, is the 14th congressional district GOP chair. Okay? That was against Marjorie. So Marjorie did everything she had to win the 14th district. Friends with Chester Doles, friends with gun owners, Georgia Gun Owners Association, as fringe as she could go to grab that mantle. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to say as many as 80% of Marjorie Taylor Greene's voters in the 14th district are Doug Collins voters. I'm going to say that. Their sources tell me in that district that people that went door to door for her, people that put out signs for her, made phone calls for her, held rallies for her, that she won't return their text messages, she won't return their phone calls, and they feel betrayed by the Loeffler in the 14th district, the Loeffler endorsement today. They feel betrayed. I find it interesting that Marjorie seems to be switching gears in the 14th and going with Loeffler. Now, I've got to close this up, but there's two things I want to do, and we're going to look at this further. Number one, it's my understanding her new chief of staff, allegedly 98% sure, whatever, being told, her new chief of staff here, Patrick Parsons, which is number, where did I have him just a minute ago? I had him there, number 19. My understanding is there's a lot of videos when Governor Brian Kemp announced Kelly Loeffler for senator, a lot of videos of him being very ugly about Kelly Loeffler being picked as senator. So we don't know how that's playing, right? And these are only things that have come to me. I can't confirm these, but number 17, let me just say this. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I like you, okay? I'm not talking down to you in any way whatsoever. People are people, okay? But it is really hurting for Kelly Loeffler. She is slumming. This is a very wealthy woman. There's a couple things at play here I don't know, could be. Did Kelly Loeffler agree to pay off Marjorie Taylor Greene's campaign debts? I don't know. Did she? What is the deal? Why is she slumming right now? I'll tell you why. Number 30. Okay? And let me say this. I received a text message yesterday from one of the viewers. Do you think that this race here could possibly put a Democrat in office for Senate in Georgia? Yes, is my answer. Now, if Loeffler wins, I feel Warnock will be the next senator from Georgia. If Loeffler wins, very possible. If Collins wins, we stand a chance, okay, at winning. But it all hinges on Donald Trump's win in Georgia. So keep this race in mind for all of you wanting to know, will a Democrat get in? If Donald Trump wins the presidency of the United States, and as we can see, he's dancing across the stage, not making light of it. If he wins, if Donald Trump wins, all right, then he will come back to Georgia. He don't care if it's 10 times in 1 month, okay? In January 6th, so November, December, like 2 months, he don't care. He'll come back 10 times. And whoever the Republican is, he will campaign like hell for them. So it's going to hinge on this answer to this race on what happens election night. Now, if he loses but wins Georgia, don't get upset with me. The president loses but wins Georgia. Will he come back and fight for one of these two Republicans, whoever makes the runoff? That is what this will hinge on. But here is the reason that Kelly Loeffler is slumming today in Paulding County, and with her hat in her hand, trust me, her campaign team, they've been weighing the risk. And let me close with this, okay, for if you're out there. If you don't think, I know her campaign team, if you don't think they've been sitting in a room weighing the Marjorie Taylor Greene risk, okay, number 9. If you don't think they've laid pictures like this on the table in their strategy session, if you don't think they've laid quotes, video of her calling Nancy Pelosi a bitch, whether that gets you excited or not, if you don't think they've not laid newspaper clippings, Marjorie Taylor Greene, QAnon, all right, that's how desperate they are. Because let me tell you something. The risk of being endorsed by Marjorie Taylor Greene, because they need some 14th district vote because they've been watching this show. That's right. I told you Marjorie is not getting the 9th congressional district vote. Kelly Loeffler is not getting the 9th congressional district vote, and she wasn't going to get the 14th. But she realizes that now that the 9th is gone, and she's going to beg for the 14th and grovel and slum and take the risk with this endorsement. Now, you might say, I'm just going to be candid. This is not me really disliking Marjorie Taylor Greene. I just know something changed here with her. Something. And sources tell me that a lot of people are seeing it. But if you think for 1 minute the Loeffler campaign is not put everything on the table of the risk of this, they had to say, this is a risky move, but we got to do it. Because our spending 50 to 1 is not getting Doug Collins' ass out of the way. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a break. Come back. We're going to run about 5 minutes long, Emily, because I'm going to do like one more segment of about 3 minutes you don't want to miss after this break.
If you want big Chevy discounts, Days Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done with savings of $8,000 on new Chevy Equinox or up to $10,000 savings off new Silverado crew cabs. We're big on discounts and even bigger on customer service. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Why is Truck Month bigger at Days Chevrolet in Jasper? It's our massive Days discounts, like up to $10,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or up to $7,000 off new Chevy Equinox. Bigger selection, bigger savings. Truck Month is just plain bigger at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Early voting is scaring the daylights out of Democrats. The long lines, Emily, I want to get this up, only about 3 minutes here, but I want to get it up, that the Democrats are panicking over the early voting lines, the people that are showing up. Here's something I want to share with you. Just do this takeaway. I don't have any mathematical evidence, but the lines are enormous, okay? And the New York Times wrote a story, and let me put up number 61. We don't have a lot to do with this. They're trying to run interference on this right now. Biden is not out of the woods, number 61. Since last week, the share of white non-college over 30 registrations in battleground states have increased by 10 points compared to September of 2016. The Democratic margin dropped 10 points and just 6 points, and there are serious signs of political engagement by white non-college voters who had not cast ballots in previous elections. A lot of people that never registered to vote could not wait this time to vote for Trump. So whether you like it or not, if you've got a couple friends in town and they've got an American flag on the back of their pickup truck, don't tread on me, Confederate flag, whatever, or a Trump flag, they have 3 friends that didn't vote that are going to vote. Absolutely. So number 1, will rural America pull out the win for Donald Trump again? Just put that down. Will rural America pull out the win for Donald Trump again? The numbers are looking like that. Number 2, I want you to keep in mind, 6 Democrats. Now keep this in mind. This is big, Emily. I want this out. 6 Democrats do not show up for a Joe Biden event anywhere in major cities, okay? Now, Trump goes to outliers. Biden goes to Cincinnati, which should be big support for him, cities, okay? 6 people do not. Now, keep this in mind. What looks like a Trump rally? An election line? Think about it. Now think about this. Do they tell Biden supporters not to come? Do they? Do they tell Biden supporters you're not welcome even with a mask? Do they tell Biden supporters that they can't stand along the sidewalk? Remember, the president of the United States was sick. People camped out in front of Walter Reed Hospital. Think about this seriously. Do they tell the Biden supporters, don't come? There's no room. You can't get in. Don't stand on the sidewalk and wave to Joe as he goes by. No, there's no enthusiasm. They don't show up. Now, these are the people gripped with fear of voting, being in line, going to mass rallies, gripped in fear. They don't line up for anything. Trump supporters line up for a mile, hours long, to get into his rallies, and then will pack in by 20,000 people. Biden's supporters won't line up or pack in. A Trump voter, think about it. A Trump voter will wait 2 hours to get into the rally. You really think those are not Trump voters for the large majority that will wait 2 hours to vote for him? They will wait 3 hours to vote for him. You want me to believe the enthusiasm for Joe Biden is high enough that a Biden voter will get in an election line and wait to vote for him? You're not selling me on that. These long lines are scaring the SHIT out of Democrats. They are. Even early voting. Well, early voting tends to go to Democrats. No, I disagree. This time, the tables are turned. I really think the long lines are the people that can't wait to get to go vote for Donald Trump. Only one more thing I want to show you because of the brilliance of President Trump that I did not earlier. So stay with me here. It's just one more point I think it's very important to make. I do not think Trump has the problems that you may think, and white voters. Yes, there's a problem now. He was on stage a couple days ago begging for white suburban women voters, right? White suburban women voters. I have it here. It will be at the tip. We had new polling. We didn't want to go there. Damn, where is it at? Come on, I know I got it here somewhere. Maybe I don't. There it is. Give me number 4. Support for Amy Coney Barrett confirmation ticks up as hearing begins. Support for Amy Coney Barrett can be translated in white suburban women voters. Okay? Patricia and Mark McCloskey have been indicted for protecting their property. All indicators lead to the American people are going to re-elect Donald Trump as the next president. So right now, Joe, could you win? Maybe. but I wouldn't go putting that cabinet together so soon. I wouldn't get Pete Buttigieg and Elizabeth Warren, and I wouldn't see how many black people I can find, Asian, red people, yellow people, short people, tall people, fat people, skinny people, LGBT community people together for that cabinet so fast. We will see you tomorrow morning at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Take us out of here, Emily.